Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Golden Lion Basketball here live on KUAP 89.7 FM, tape delayed on UAPB television. We are moments away from our opening tip here tonight, UAPB and Texas Southern. I'm Tim Stubbs, glad to be with you once again here from the Kenneth L. Johnson Hyper Complex, H.O. Clemens Arena. On our radio side of things, we lost connection right at the end of the ball game. Our apologies for that. 65-61 was the final. Texas Southern got the W. So Texas Southern wins it over UAPB 65-61 in women's action. As we are set to tip it off here, UAPB in their home golds, a little bit of black and white trim, while the visiting Texas Southern Tigers in their burgundy road uniforms, with a little bit of gray trim. Davon Haynes set to tip it away for UAPB. And with that, we are underway. Opening tip's going to go to Texas Southern, and already we got a stoppage in play for some reason. Not sure what the stoppage is. I guess 4 seconds went off. 4 seconds went off on the game clock and only 1 on the shot clock. So yes. If you're wondering, head coach for Texas Southern is no longer Tony Harvey. The fiery head coach resigned this past summer, and new head coach is Mike Davis. Sound familiar? Mike Davis took over for Bobby Knight in Indiana and led them to a Final Four. Before he coached at University of Alabama Birmingham at a stint, but he's now with Texas Southern. Well-known, big-name coach Mike Davis at Texas Southern, and of course George Ivory here at UAPB. No score, UAPB with the ball here, their first possession. 15-foot jumper left side is good by Daniel Broughton. Good start for the big fella, 2-0 UAPB. Nearly 1 minute in the ball game here. Omar Strong is the big three-point sniper. He's at the top of the key here. He's got it now. UAPB in their zone defense love to trap out of it. Ray Penn with a basketball transfer from Oklahoma State, picked up by Tevin Hammond. Here is Omar Strong for 3. It rims out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Terrell Kennedy. Strong, if he gets hot, he is lethal. Had a big game here a couple of years ago. Backing his man down, a little floater on the baseline is good. A little 8-footer there, left side for Davon Haynes, 4-0 UAPB. Good start for the Golden Lions. Lawrence Johnson Danner now to Penn, top of the key, splits a double team, kicks it out. Danner passes up the 3. Now Omar Strong wide open for 3, knocks it in. He's the three-point shooter. You got to find number 5 once he gets hot. Not just in the conference, he's as good as anybody in the country. Very streaky, but you don't want to get him on a roll at all. Here is Broughton, step back, 10-footer, nothing but net. Broughton 2 for 2, good start for him. 6-3, UAPB by 3. Now bear with us a little bit on the score there as Randy Kelly doing double duty tonight with the switching in the production room as well as graphics tonight. But he's been right on it so far and did a good job during the women's game, staying right on it as well. There's a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be on Davon Haynes. UAPB split their road trip, lost big at Southern University, who remains still undefeated in conference play. But the Golden Lions got a big win after being down 13 with 17 minutes to play. Went on a big, I believe, a 19-2 run, and they end up winning by 10 at Alcorn. So 4-1 are the Golden Lions on the road, or on the SWAC season, as we got a bucket and a foul underneath. Kyrie Sutton, the 6'9", 240 forward from Brooklyn, New York, out of Binghamton University. Gets the bang in the bucket and a chance for a three-point play here. 17:31 to go. 6-5, UAPB leads by 1. And the free throw is good. We're tied at 6. So Texas Southern a traditional and untraditional 3 for their 6 points. Here's Hammond, passes up the shot. Down low, and Davon Haynes is fouled hard on his way up to the basket. He's going to go to the line for a couple. 17-18 to go. 6-6 our score. Haynes to the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2 for the Golden Lions, Davon Haynes.
First shot coming up for Haynes, the transfer from Bowling Green. Had to sit out last year waiting on his eligibility, and he's burst onto the scene. High flyer, electrifying transition player, and can get up above the rim and usually gets the crowd pumped up along with Mitch Anderson. Those two can really get the crowd going. 1 of 2 from the line, 7-6 UAPB by 1. Penn will hold it out high. Right side of the floor. Now Johnson Danner's got it. Left side to Omar Strong. Back to Danner. Now Penn. Left side of the floor, puts it on the floor and gets it knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Hammond. Good hand. 16:51 to play. UAPB by 1, 7-6 early on here. Here's Penn, 7 on the shot clock, gets a screen, pulls up, gets it stripped away and stolen. Great hands. Hammond in transition, the lob and the jam, but Davon Haynes executed to perfection. The lob and the stuff. Doesn't get any better than that. As Haynes gets up and throws it down on the alley-oop. In the lane, trying to dump it down low, stripped away, stolen away. Jackson in transition, here comes Hammond. He'll push it ahead. Inside, Broughton gets his shot blocked, taken away by Texas Southern. UAPB leads 9-6. 16-10 to play, first half. 3-point lead for the Golden Lions, nearly 4 minutes in. Cross-court pass, Johnson Danner. Holds it out high. Now to Penn, picked up by Hammond in the lane. Goes up with the right hand and throws up a wild shot, hits the floor, and he's going to draw the foul. Maybe got away with a walk there. Leads us to our first media timeout. 9-6, we'll step away. 15:50 to play, first half. UAPB leads it by 3.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
15:50 to play here early on, first half. 9-6 UAPB by 3, and a quick turnover here on the inbound as TSU tried to inbound it to Ethan Blackwell, and he goes right between his legs and out of bounds. Or checked out Aaron Claiborne, rather. Claiborne just checked into the game, the 6'6", 215 redshirt junior out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. So the turnover gives it back to UAPB, leading by 3. The kick out, it's Broughton again on the jumper, short this time. Haynes snatches the one-handed rebound, and then a foul called as Hammond tried to lay it up and in. How about that rebound, going up high with one hand and snatching it away from the TSU defender. Very impressive by Haynes. He's got that wow factor about his game. So Hammond to the line for UAPB. Hammond will shoot 2 here. First shot is good, gets the roll.
Entering for the Tigers will be number 3.
Darius Gibbs
Darius Gibbs.
checks into the game now. One more coming up here for Hammond. And he gets them both. UAPB by 5, leave it 11-6, 15:25 to go. Penn right side to Omar Strong, back to Penn. .15 on the shot clock. Penn picked up by Jackson, gets a screen from Claiborne. Step back 3 is short, no good. Offensive rebound, and the tip is there. I believe that was Claiborne. Or they're going to get Fred Sturdivant with it instead. So Sturdivant makes it 11-8. Hammond to Kennedy. Step back, 10-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Kennedy cleans it up. Gets the roll. Stays with the play and gets rewarded. 13-8, UAPB by 5. Strong. Top of the key. And kick out. Now Strong will get it. Short on the 3. Jackson the rebound. UAPB wants to push it ahead. Jackson down low. Layup is good for Daniel Broughton. Broughton's got 6 early on here, leading all scorers. 15-8, UAPB by 7. Nearly 6 minutes into the game. Here's Penn in the lane, the kick out. Strong gets it knocked out of bounds by Haynes. Looked like a big defensive end on a pass play, just swatting it out of bounds almost with his chest. 20 on the shot clock. UAPB off to a good start, leading 15-8. Omar Strong has it right side. Sturdivant now. They're working around the perimeter. Gibbs. Nice drive in the lane. The kick out. Nearly stolen. Good hands by Kennedy. Couldn't hang on to it. 2 on the shot clock. Penn will let it fly and misses it. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be off of Claiborne, and UAPB will get it back. Good defense there by UAPB. Gold Lions push it ahead here. Haynes holds it out high. Kennedy goes up and gets his shot blocked by Sturdivant. In transition, here's Gibbs. In the lane, Gibbs, nice wraparound pass. Shot up in is good by Fred Sturdivant. Gibbs, good looking player in transition there. 7 minutes in, 15-10, UAPB by 5. Here's Kennedy for 3, air ball. Overshot it there from the right side of the floor. 5-point lead for UAPB. Texas Southern with the ball, 12:43 and counting. Gibbs has set it up for the Tigers. Mitch Anderson set to check in at the next dead ball. Penn to Gibbs. Omar Strong, long 3, rims out on him, no good. Just sat there holding his wrist in the air and couldn't believe it didn't go down. So he's a little frustrated early, but he does have 1 3 in the books. UAPB's got it, leading by 5. Here in the other way. Nice pass in the lane. Kennedy, a little fade away. 8-footer is good. 17-10, UAPB by 7. Penn nearly traveled there as he was stumbling, falling to the floor, and got the pass away just in the nick of time. Omar Strong will hold it out high. Now they're looking for a trap on him. In the corner, they've got Penn trapped, and they'll throw it off of Haynes and out of bounds. And we'll have a media timeout. We'll step aside here with 11:43 to play, first half. UAPB 17, Texas Southern 10. Right back with more Golden Lion basketball action after this timeout.
Right now, famine, war, and drought are killing a child every 6 minutes in the Horn of Africa. They can't share their story, but you can. Even the smallest and simplest investments can save lives. But do more than donate. Forward the facts to everyone you know. Forward from our site. Forward onto your family, friends, and social network. We are the relief.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
.11:43 to go before halftime, and UAPB leading by 7. 17-10 to go first half. 11:38 to play before halftime, and the little floater no good by Penn. They get it back, and now stolen away. Good hands by Jackson in the lane. Here comes Hammond with it for Pine Bluff. Mosley is in the ball game as well. Here is Broughton, who goes up strong with the right hand, gets the roll inside. Broughton off to a great start. He's got 8 here in the first 8 minutes. No answer for Broughton right now. 19-10, UAPB by 9. Nearly 9 minutes going by here. Here's Claiborne inside. They get it to their big fella, Kyrie Sutton, 6'9", forward, gets the bucket inside. Here is Mitch Anderson, holds it out left side of the floor, now in the lane. Little up and under, goes up with the left hand. It's short by Hammond. Battle for the rebound. Broughton saves it to Anderson. Jackson has set it up. Here's Mosley. Mosley picked up by Gibbs. Gets a screen. Back to Daniel Broughton. He'll take the jumper and hits again. Daniel Broughton is on fire. He's got 10 already. That one from about 18 feet out. When he's shooting well from the perimeter, he is a handful because he is so good down low as well. A double threat. 21-12, UAPB back up by 9. 10 minutes going by first half. UAPB trying to trap out of the zone. Gibbs, nice penetration, gets it inside, but Sutton missed it. Mitch Anderson, the rebound, pushes it ahead. Pull up jumper, Anderson, not gonna go this time. Here comes Texas Southern the other way. Trying to split a double team, and Sutton needs some help as he's trapped. Top of the key, nearly stolen away. Gibbs, good pass. Claiborne gets it stripped by Hammond, but they're gonna say Hammond got some skin before leather. Stops the clock at 9:32. Broughton will sit a spell, but boy, is he off to a great start. 10 points here in the first 10 minutes. He'll get a rest. Terrell Kennedy back in for Pine Bluff. Here's the inbound. Penn, top of the key for Texas Southern. Left side, Omar Strong for 3. Got it. Well, he loves to shoot and just kind of strike a pose. He'll sit there and have his wrist on his follow-through, just sit there and pause for about 3 or 4 seconds every time he shoots it. Here's Lazavian Jackson for 3. Too strong, no good. Mitch Anderson, the offensive rebound. UAPB leading by 6, 21-15. Kennedy, strong drive, but too strong off the glass, no good. Here comes Texas Southern the other way. In transition, last touch by who? It's going to be TSU basketball. Set to check in now is Warren Boyd, freshman from Marion High School. Checks in for a former Marion High School player as well, Marcel Mosley. So Marion for Marion there, if you will. Texas Southern with the inbound and near still. Lazavian Jackson just about came up with it. And that's going to be a foul on Hammond again. Looked like good defense and a push-off. No call by the official there, and then he gets the foul instead on Hammond, and unfortunately that's his second foul here. Don't want to get him in foul trouble. Mosley's going to check in for him in just a moment. 21-15, UAPB leads by 6. TSU with a basketball, 8:40 and counting here the first half. Penn trying to keep his dribble alive. He's got it. A little lob, and not a very good one as he threw it off the backboard. Look out. Jackson on the other end going up for the layup, maybe the dunk, and he lost it out of bounds. Unforced turnover. UAPB had an easy break, and Jackson got a little bit ahead of himself there, and the game sometimes gets a little too fast. That time there, it sped up a little too quick, and you lose just a little bit of concentration, and it cost you. Golden Lions still lead by 6. Pin to Johnson Danner. Danner wanted it, but decides to pass up the shot. Big screen in the corner. Johnson Danner for 3. It's short. Mitch Anderson up high for the rebound. Here comes Mosley. Now to Boyd. Boyd is going to miss the shot. Wanted the blocking call, didn't get it. They play on. Here's Johnson Danner for TSU. They'll set it up. Now to Penn at the top of the key. Another near screen there is Mosley. We got to watch Studevant maybe with a moving screen. Here's Claiborne, spins in the lane, maybe got away with a travel, and instead he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Kennedy. The media timeout will step aside here with 7:28 to play before halftime. 21-15, UAPB leads Texas Southern by 6.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the Forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the Forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Set for free throws here. Claiborne was fouled right before the media timeout. 7:28 to play. First half, and the free throw is good for Claiborne. Makes it 21-16, UAPB by 5. First points of the game for Aaron Claiborne. And he missed the second. 1 of 2 for Claiborne. UAPB with the ball up 5. Here's Mosley. Keeps his dribble alive. Now to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles it off his foot in the lane. Needs some help. Somehow, some way gets it out to Mosley. Mosley spins back to Kennedy. And Xavier Jackson now back to Kennedy. Turns, spins, goes up for the shot. Left side of the lane, no good. Here comes Texas Southern. Gibbs loves to penetrate and dish. Johnson Danner, he'll take the jumper. A long 2 is good. 21-18. Johnson Danner, another young man who can fill it up. Got to keep an eye on him. Gibbs all over Mosley. He was able to shake Gibbs. He fell down and maybe tripped over Kennedy's foot. Kennedy, he'll take the 3 left side. It's short, no good, and struggled a little bit from the perimeter tonight, has Kennedy. It's a shot he can make. Johnson Danner again for 3, and he knocks it in. Left corner is good, and we're tied at 21. And George Ivory has seen enough. UAPB had a 9-point lead, and it's evaporated as we're all tied at 21 now. So once 19-10 lead is now tied at 21, as it's an 11-2 run here by Texas Southern to tie it up. 6:15 to play before halftime. Here's the inbound to Mosley. He'll bring it up as it's got Gibbs all over him. UAPB setting up their offense, trying to get a little screen and roll as Broughton's back into the ball game. Since he went out, Texas Southern went on a run. Here is Broughton, backing his man down, a little up and under, and he gets called for traveling. .554 before halftime, and the travel gives it back to Texas Southern. They'll try to take their first lead as UAPB has led throughout. Texas Southern's tied it now at 21, but 11-2 spurt here by TSU. Got right back in the ball game. That's a moving screen right there, folks. Sturdivant. Once he gets set, you cannot move and lean in, and he's kind of did a little electric slide there a little bit, if you will. That's a no-no, so he gets called for the foul. UAPB's got it back, tied at 21, 5.5 to go, first half. Haynes with the ball. Mosley looking for a screen. Little hesitation. Needs some help. Ball on the floor, taken away now. Sturdivant and Mosley tie it up, alternating possession. Is going to stay with UA Pine Bluff. Stops the clock at 5:19 before halftime. Haynes, Anderson, Broughton. Kyle Jones just checked in along with Lazabian Jackson. Will inbound it. Jones dribbles in the lane, and he's going to be fouled as he hits the deck. Let's see who they're going to get there, maybe on Gibbs. It is going to be on Madarius Gibbs. That is his first, team foul number 4 on Texas Southern. Only a total of 9 fouls called here in this first half, 15 minutes in. Really letting them play, and there's another case of it there. It looked like Broughton was fouled, no call. Taken away by Texas Southern. Now stolen by Haynes. Jackson, Haynes, look out. He will finish big time. They're going to call a technical foul and say he hung on the rim, but he felt like he held on the rim because he had a player underneath, but we'll see. They got a technical foul on Haynes on the dunk. You can't hang on the rim. He kind of pulled himself up there. George Ivory doesn't like it. The crowd does not like it, and I didn't like it very much either. There's a good look at it right there. Keita Goins with the, you see, he pulled up there on the rim, and that's something you can't do. Good shot there, Lakita. So after the free throws, it basically just erased the dunk. That's sad. Tied at 23. Another good look at it here as Haynes goes up and slams it, but he kind of did it for safety because of how forceful he was going into the goal. If he would have let go there, he would have fell back on his backside or maybe hit his head, so he had to pull himself up for safety, but the officials didn't see it that way. Meanwhile, back on the other end, Omar Strong hits a 3 and gives a little fist pump. He is a confident one. 26-23 now, TSU, their first lead. Jackson to kick out Mitch Anderson. Lazabian Jackson for 3 left side. Yes, sir. Tied at 26. Good flow to this one. Here's Penn, right side. Strong, got to watch him as they have Haynes flash out on him. Driving baseline, goes over the left hand. Strong misses it. Battle for the rebound. Broughton's got it. 4:10 to play. First half tied at 26. Jones picked up by Strong. Here's Lazabian Jackson. Lazabian Jackson trying to draw some contact. Definitely was some there. Didn't get the call as he shoots it out of bounds. And a media timeout. We will step aside with 3:51 to go before halftime. We got a good one here, but TSU has come back to tie it up. 26 all. Back in a moment.
Four years ago, I went through something that was very difficult for me. I was faced with a very big challenge at a young age. Once I reached out to my sister, it got a little better. Once I told my mother, it got a little better. The more I talked about it, I felt it coming off. If you're strong enough to just open your mouth, that's all it takes.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. There's no time to think, only time to act. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life. Just ask the owners of this house. Visit ready.gov for ways to prepare your family for emergencies.
Back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena, Tim Stubbs courtside here this evening. 26 all, 3:47 and counting now as we inbound it. UAPB and Texas Southern. TSU with the basketball, trying to regain the lead. Here's Sturdivant backdoor cut. Haynes deflected it right off of Claiborne, out of bounds. UAPB gets the ball back. Bringing it up is going to be Kyle Jones, along with Anderson, Haynes, Broughton, and Jackson for UAPB. Here is Mitch Anderson. The dribble drive, pull up, 15-footer, rims out, no good. Here's Penn, the kick out. Johnson Danner passes up the three, takes the 18-footer, will not go. Battle for the rebound. Claiborne has it and sticks it up and in. 28-26, two-point lead, Texas Southern. Here's Anderson. Needs some help, almost lost his footing there. Kyle Jones picked up by Strong. Puts it on the floor, Jones, and gets it stolen away by Johnson Danner, and he traveled. Yes, he did. Was a little indecisive in what he wanted to do with it after he stole the ball and drug his pivot foot there and turned it over as he pleads his case to the official, but to no avail. 2:44 before halftime. Texas Southern by 2. UAPB with the ball. Our score 28-26. Broughton gets it poked away and stolen now. He did not see Omar Strong. And Strong steals it away. Here's Penn. The kick out. Johnson Danner wide open three. Rims out, no good. Battle for the rebound. Lost out by Mitch Anderson. Here comes Trent Whiting will come in for the first time. Sees his first action. Here's the inbound. Also Hammond back into the ball game as well. Long three by Penn is good. Top of the key. His first points. And now all of a sudden a 5-point lead by Texas Southern. They've come alive. That's going to be a foul on Penn. Reach in. Got two number 14s out there playing point guard. 14 fouls, 14. Look there at Mike Davis. Head coach. Highly publicized head coach. Took over for the legendary Bobby Knight at Indiana. Then first year goes to a Final Four. That ain't bad. Here's Haynes down low. And they're going to wave off the basket and call traveling on Daniel Broughton. Boy, George Ivory doesn't like that. Broughton had cleared out some space and made a nice move and gets called for traveling. Wave off the basket. Tough break. Strong. He will fire it up from anywhere from three-point line to about 25 feet or so. You got to watch him. Claiborne going for the facial dunk there and missed it. Hammond. Cross-court pass. Jackson now to Haynes. Haynes goes on the baseline. Reverse layup is partially blocked. No good. Gets it back. Sticks it up and in. Staying with it. Pays off. 31-28. 9 points now in the first half for Davon Haynes. Just over a minute to play before halftime. TSU leading UAPB by 3. Here's Penn, nowhere to go with it, and he travels. Went into the land of the bigs down low and got caught in no man's land there. Kennedy's going to check in.
Number 52, Terrell Kennedy.
Davon Haynes with the basketball. Down low to Jackson. He loses it. Now battling for it, and somehow he gets it back and lays it up and in. Look what I found. 31-30. Mike Davis calls a timeout for Texas Southern, I believe. Now they're holding it off and saying no timeout. .5 seconds left before halftime. Gibbs will be set to inbound it here. 31-30, 1 point lead for Texas Southern. Left side, Omar Strong. Trying to get a screen. Gibbs back to Penn, picked up by Jackson, top of the key here. Screen left by Johnson Danner. Now Danner's got it, 7 to shoot. Here's Penn in the lane, lost it, but right to Sturdivant. Penn's gonna have to fire it up. 1 on the shot clock, somehow gets off a decent shot, he missed it. And here comes Hammond, UAPB trying to regain the lead. Hammond off the glass, it's blocked. 2 seconds left. The 30-foot heave is no good by Omar Strong, and we are at the half. Entertaining first half, 31-30. Texas Southern leads UAPB by 1 at the break.
Thanks. You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey? 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
That's low. That's low. That's low. Look, he's blushing. Seriously.
Welcome back courtside here at H.O. Clemens Arena here on the campus of University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Set for the second half, UAPB and Texas Southern. Tim Stubbs, glad to be with you once again this evening. 31-30, 1 point lead at the half here for Texas Southern as we are just moments away from starting the second half. And it will be TSU basketball. Johnson Danner will inbound it. Lawrence Johnson Danner. Set to inbound it just in front of me. And we are underway. TSU leading by 1, their first possession of the second half here. They quickly get it to Sturdivant. Hooks his way around Broughton and scores inside. 33-30, 3 point lead for TSU. Hammond with the basketball. Penn all over him. Now he gets it to Kennedy in the right block. Kennedy kicks it out. Jackson to take the 3 and misses it. Tipping the rebound 2 or 3 times was Davon Haynes, and now the basketball is loose on the floor. We're going to have a timeout called by George Ivory as Haynes just got enough for the possession to get a timeout called, and UAPB will keep it right here. It's a full timeout. (33-30). First half numbers for you. UAPB was 13 of 29, 45% clip. Nothing wrong with that. And not not far off was Texas Southern. They were 11 of 25, 44%. UAPB 1 of 5 from three-point range. TSU 5 of 14, 3 of 6 for Omar Strong. He led the way with 11 points. He leads all scorers with 11. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Daniel Broughton to lead the way. 5 of 7 from the field is Daniel. Next up was Davon Haynes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal in the first half. 7 points for Lazabian Jackson. He has the lone three-point basket. And 4 points for Terrell Kennedy, who has struggled a little bit from the field, just 2 of 8, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. UAPB with just 6 turnovers in the first half while forcing Texas Southern into 10 turnovers. Here's the inbound. Boy, again, just look at Penn all over Hammond. And both these guys, very similar style of players. And Hammond can dish it out just as much. Hammond down low to Haynes. It goes up with a one-handed shot in the lane and gets it to go. 33-32. Davon Haynes now with 11 to lead the way for UAPB. Ray Penn, the point guard, transfer from Oklahoma State. Now top of the key and a steal. Lazabian Jackson goes up and lays it up and in. Takes it right to Johnson Denner. So the steal and the layup for Lazabian Jackson, who is a very underrated defensive player in my opinion. 34-33. UAPB back on top by 1. There's a 3 by Penn. It's off to the left, no good. Battle for the rebound, and going to call a tie-up situation, alternating possession to Pine Bluff. As Sturdivant and Broughton tie it up on the rebound. UAPB will get it back, leading by 1 with just not even 2 minutes into the second half here. Boy, look at Penn already on Hammond on the inbound. Guard them when they get off the bus, right? Well, that's what these two guys do, both mirror images of one another. Penn and Hammond. Here's Jackson now to Kennedy. Wants to take his man one-on-one. Takes him to the hole and takes him to school. The bucket inside for Kennedy. He's got 6 and UAPB leads by 3. 36-33, 17:50 to play. Second half. Inside and a foul as Davon Haynes going to get called for the hack. And to the line for 2 shots. It's going to be Fred Sturdivant. For Haynes, that's his second, team foul number 1. Check that Claiborne to the line. Aaron Claiborne, redshirt junior out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. First shot is good. $17:39 to go. Free throws are good. 1-point game, 36-35. UAPB by 1 with the ball. Here's Hammond. Goes up for the shot. Again, takes it to Johnson Danner and scores from about 8 feet out. UAPB back up 3. The kick out, Johnson Danner. At Omar Strong, he's got Jackson right there in his face. Back to the right wing, now Omar Strong lets it fly, no good. Kennedy the rebound for Pine Bluff. UAPB with the ball, leading by 3, and a steal, is it, on the floor? UAPB trying to get a timeout, and they do. Mike Davis didn't like it. Head coach for Texas Southern, but UAPB gets another timeout, saving possession. 16:52 to go. 30-second timeout, we'll keep it here. Golden Lions leading 38-35 with the basketball, and we resume play. The M4 Pep Band in the house here this evening as all the students are back on campus from holiday break. Look there at the Golden Lion cheerleaders. UAPB will inbound the basketball, 28 on the shot clock. Davon Haynes will do so. Trying to get it down low again. Haynes is going to get called for a charge, like he was possibly undercut there by Claiborne, but a charge called on Haynes. Let's hope he's okay as he's looking at that right hand. That's his third. That's a big foul. Costly foul there. Omar Strong holds it out high, right wing. Cross court pass to Johnson Danner. Danner in the lane, the kick out. Penn passes it up. Now Strong in the corner for three, no good. Long rebound is won by TSU. Now they want to trap in the corner. Kennedy and Broughton all over Strong, and a steal. It's Lazabian Jackson again, who goes up for the layup and scores it again. Another steal and goes all the way for the layup. Lazabian Jackson doing it on both ends of the floor. 40-35. UAPB leads by 5, 4 minutes into the second half. Strong in the corner. Johnson Danner got Broughton in the air, and he was trying to say he was shooting, but not sure what we're going to have here, but it's a dangerous play. It's a little head fake and got Broughton to collapse on him. It's going to have a media timeout either way here. We'll step aside. 15:56 to go. Second half, UAPB leads Texas Southern by 5. More Golden Line basketball when we come back.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still, though. 1 second. I know. Just okay, go, go, go. No. Boys, hang on, boys.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena, having some problems on my radio side of things, so bear with me as I try to get back on the air and do the TV duties as well. 15:44 and counting. UAPB leading by 5, and they're going to have an offensive foul, I believe, on Gibbs here.
Offensive foul called on number 3, Darius Gibbs. That will be his second personal foul, first team foul of the half.
UAPB with the ball. Up by 5. That's going to be another foul on Gibbs. 2 in a row, just a little over-aggressive there.
Foul number 3 for Darius Gibbs. That will be his third personal, second team foul.
Here is Jackson, now to Broughton. Turn around, 12-footer is good. Daniel Broughton continues to light it up from the perimeter. 42-35, UAPB by 7. Here's Gibbs to Hammond, now Johnson Danner in the corner. He's trapped, needs some help. And almost a steal by Jackson. Here's Claiborne in the lane, goes up and have a foul. And let's see what they're going to get here. Going to get Hammond. 15:01 to go, 42-35, UAPB by 7. trying to get back on the air here radio-wise. And Claiborne hits both. 42-36 UAPB. Jackson right side to Kennedy. Here's Daniel Broughton. Now Anderson gets it. Kennedy turns, goes up, and had everything right, but didn't finish. Gets it back. And now a whistle and a travel called on Kennedy. He didn't like it. Now we got a injury timeout. Sturdivant is slow to get up down here. Is holding that right knee thigh area.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the Bloody Talk Sigma chapter of Omega Phi Psi Fraternity Incorporated will.
He's slow to get up, but he's finally up. He needs some help getting off the floor.
Will have their drawing right now for a $50 gas card. 2 opportunities to win, and the first winning ticket number is. And we will continue in just a moment. Stay tuned for the raffle for Omega Phi Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
42-36, UAPB by 6, 14.5 to play. Top of the key, Claiborne, he'll take the jumper and missed it badly, and so badly that the long rebound comes out to Gibbs. Just over 14 to play in the game, 6-point lead for UAPB. Here's Strong. Dribble drive, left side. Gibbs passes up the 3. Now inside. Nice pass. Good block by Anderson. But on the second try, there's going to be a foul on UAPB. Mitch Anderson had all leather there. They're going to get Mitch Anderson on the second try, but a great block initially. Gavin Floyd set to check in for UAPB.
Number 12, Kyrie Sutton.
Kyrie Sutton for 2. He misses the first.
In for the goal line, number 12, Jacob Floyd.
Second shot is good. 1 of 2 there for Sutton. UAPB's lead is 5 with 13:55 to play. Trying to trap here. Hammond just weaves his way in the lane, kicks it out, and it's going to be an over and back as Mitch Anderson tried to chase it down, but not before the basketball crossed in the backcourt. And he was open, just the pass was off the mark there. Turnover gives it back to TSU. Tigers trail by 5 of the basketball here. Gibbs, he'll take the 18-footer and connects. 42-39 now, 3-point game as Gibbs hits the open jumper. And they want to do a delayed trap. Here's Kennedy. He'll take the 3. This time he hits from the right wing. Terrell Kennedy, his first 3-point basket of the game. And Terrell Kennedy now, I believe that puts him close to double figures. 45-39, here's a 3. Johnson Danner responds with a 3 of his own. And the lead back down to 3 for UAPB. 45-42, 13 minutes to play. Mitch Anderson, top of the key. Xavier Jackson. Terrell Kennedy puts it on the floor. He'll take the 15-footer. It's short. Gavin Floyd gets the offensive board, and as he's trying to put it up and in, he's fouled. So he'll shoot a couple here with 12:44 to play.
They'll need a second personal foul, third team foul.
Gavin Floyd, or Jalen Floyd, I'm sorry. Jalen Floyd out of Detroit, Michigan, 6'4", 190, sophomore. First shot for the southpaw is no good.
Number 1, Marcel Mosley.
Marcel Mosley back in the ball game, as Haynes and Mitch Anderson both will take a seat. One more coming up here for Floyd, and he missed both. Missed opportunity there. 45-42. Texas Southern down 3 with the basketball, 12:35 to play. Here's Gibbs in the lane. He'll pull up, 15-footer, no good. And the offensive rebound put back is there by Claiborne. Went up with one hand and banks it off the glass. 1-point game, 45-44. Mitch Anderson up off the bench, set to check in the next dead ball. Next dead ball should be immediate timeout as well. Wide open, Hammond, he'll take the 3, no good. And we're gonna have Floyd offensive foul on the rebounds, 12:04. Anderson checks in for Floyd. Tight ball game here, 45-44, 12:04 to go. Gibbs in the corner, strong for 3, got a good look at it, missed it. Up high for the rebound is Lazavian Jackson. Hammond's got it, he'll push it ahead. In the corner, back to Jackson. Hammond goes up and gets it blocked by Sturdivant. Almost stolen by Mosley, but right back to Sturdivant, who appears to be okay from that initial injury. 11:27 and counting. Next dead ball will be a timeout, immediate timeout. Here's Gibbs in the corner again to Strong. Strong pull up, 12-footer, got it. TSU back on top by 1, 46-45 with 11:15 to play. Good ball game, going back and forth, highly contested. Neither team can shake one another. Figured it would be this way. It's going to be a foul as he got up in the body of Hammond. That's on Johnson Danner. And he doesn't like it. He's pushing off his teammates. And timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. 11:05 to go in the game. TSU back on top by 1, 46-45.
We don't win unless we work together. It's how we play our best. It's how we survive on the field.
Now that same teamwork can save 13 million people
affected by the famine, war, and drought in the Horn of Africa.
Go to this site
and forward the facts to everyone you know. The more people who know, the more money we can raise.
And the more money we raise,
the more people we can help.
Because saving lives doesn't take a lot.
It just takes a lot of us.
I really didn't want to tell anybody, and I didn't.
Hiding sadness makes you more and more sad.
If you're strong enough to just open your mouth, that's all it takes.
The healing is in me and can also be extended to others.
Giving voice to what you're feeling is part of the healing.
Back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena, 46-45. UAPB down 1 with the basketball here. Long 3, Lazavian Jackson will not go. Kept alive by Hammond. He gets it back, knocked out of bounds by Gibbs. Long 3, Mitch Anderson. Anderson missed it. As we're back up and running on the radio side of things. Here is Johnson Danner for three, no good, and here comes UAPB on the run. Lazavian Jackson stops and misses it. And Anderson can't get it to go. Boy, it's like a lid on the rim there, but finally a foul is called, and UAPB a chance to tie or take the lead from the line. 10 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. 46-45, Texas Southern by 1. Mitch Anderson to the line here for 2 shots for Pine Bluff. As we are back on the air, apologize to our KUAP listeners, having some problems with the phone line here courtside, but hopefully we did some things to correct that. First shot no good by Mitch. He can tie it up with this one with 10-12 to play. Back and forth we've went. Been a very highly contested ball game. Figured it would be this way. Second shot is good for Anderson. We are tied at 46. Here's Gibbs. Pressure by UAPB. Dribbles out of problems. Well, he's a steady guard. Picked up by Lazavian Jackson. Gets a screen from Claiborne in the corner, wide open. And not making him pay is Omar Strong. A rare miss on a wide open three. Offensive rebound, however, by Sturdivant. Keeps it alive, and now Strong misses again. And Hammond comes away with it for Pine Bluff. Here's Jackson, top of the key. Now they'll set it up to Hammond. Hammond, he'll go all the way. Nice dish. Mitch Anderson goes up for the jam, and he's fouled. So he'll go back to the line for 2 more shots. 9:27 to play, tied at 46.
Foul number 11, Lawrence Johnson Danner. His third personal 16 foul. To the 2-point goal line, Mitchell Anderson.
First shot for Mitch is good. Broughton set to check in just a moment. UAPB back on top by 1. 47-46, 9:27 to go. The southpaw hits both free throws. Broughton is in, and Mitch Anderson will check out for a spell. Mitch just with 3 points in the ball game. He's a streaky scorer. Been quiet thus far tonight. Gibbs trying to dribble out of this trap here. UAPB showing pressure, and they get it across to Sturdivant. UAPB by 2, 48-46. Here's Gibbs to Strong. He's double teamed. Back across to Gibbs. Now to Johnson Danner. They work it around the perimeter, back and forth, weaving in his way in traffic is Strong, and Sturdivant's got it. Now quickly back to Strong, and now he's going to be fouled as he tried to go up the left baseline. 2 shots coming up here. It's, I'm going to say he was in the act of shooting. Both teams with 16 fouls. They'll be shooting a 1-and-1 on the next foul. But that is the 3rd on Daniel Broughton. Strong connects on the first. 9 minutes to play. Mitch Anderson checks back in for Broughton with those 3 fouls. One more coming up for Omar Strong, senior out of Baltimore, Maryland. And he ties it at 48. Hammond quickly ahead to Anderson. Well, he's got a mismatch here if he wants it. He's got the much smaller 5'9" man on him. And then he steals it from him. How about that? Strong picks his pocket against the 6'7" Anderson. And shot off the glass and good by Sturdivant. Mitch was getting ready just to post up Omar Strong before he could make his move. He just picked his pocket real quick. Said, I'm not going to have any of that. Back on top by 2 are the Tigers. Here's Kennedy, wants to take his man. Sturdivant up and under, trying to pass it out and throws it away. Here is Strong in the lane and a steal. Here comes Lazabian Jackson again off the glass, and Mosley is there to lay it up and in. But again, this Lazabian Jackson, his third breakaway steal of the game. Tied at 50. Half 100 apiece, 7:50 to play. Here's Sturdivant around the free throw line. Again, hooks around his man, misses the layup, draws the foul. A wiry player. 6'7", 185. A timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with a media timeout. 7:44 remaining in the game. We are all tied at 50. UAPB, Texas Southern.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
See where the good goes at goodgoes.org.
7:44 to go in the game as we are getting down to winning time here. Tied at half 100. At the foul line for 2 shots is Fred Sturdivant. Senior out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. San Francisco Community College. And the first shot is no good. One more coming up for Sturdivant. And no good again. So UAPB catches a break there. Sturdivant misses both free throws. And Lazabian Jackson's got it here, trying to get it to Broughton. Broughton wants to back his man down, takes the jumper, and it is nothing but net. He has been dynamite tonight. 14 in the game for Daniel Broughton. And he's got a bevy of jumpers just like that one. Almost coming up with a steal there. UAPB by 2. 7:10 to play. Gibbs to Strong. He'll take the quick trigger 3. Well short. Mosley the rebound. Pine Bluff wants to push it ahead. Broughton again. He'll take the jumper again, and he will hit again. Daniel Broughton on fire from the perimeter. 17-foot jumper is right on the money. Timeout called by Texas Southern. We'll keep it here. It is a full timeout. The UAPB back on top by 4, 54 to 50 with 6:54 to play, and Daniel Broughton has come alive. He's got 16. I bet he's got 5 or 6 of those 15 to 17-foot jumpers, and he's only missed about 1 of them. Including back-to-back buckets there by Daniel. Golden Lion fans having fun here tonight. UAPB trying to improve to 5-1 in conference play. MLK Day here. No school on Monday. We will have basketball action. Regular times of 5:30 and about 8 o'clock for the men. Monday, celebrating the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. Here on Monday. UAPB looking to improve to 5-1 in conference. Their lone loss to undefeated in conference, Southern University, who off to a 6-0 start. Here's Johnson Danner right side. UAPB up 4 with 6.5 to play. Omar Strong another 3 and hits this time from deep with Lazavian Jackson right in his mustache. He will just keep letting them fly. He's missed a bunch and he's made a bunch. Cuts the lead down to 1, 54-53. Here is Haynes, goes up with a tough shot in the lane, misses it. Johnson Danner the rebound, he'll push it ahead to Gibbs. Texas Southern trying to regain the lead just like that after trailing by 4 a moment ago. That's what that 3-point shot will do for you. And throwing it off of a Golden Lion out of bounds, stops the clock at 6:03. Penn's gonna check back in. For TSU, Gibbs will sit down for a moment. Here's Claiborne. He'll pull up, take the 15-footer, and it's an air ball. UAPB's got it, coming the other way, leading by 1. Just under 6 to play. Picking up his dribble, almost turning it over, was Hammond. Here is Broughton, step back, 17-footer, and I'm telling you what, he is feeling it. Coming back, nodding his head, smiling, and he knows he's on fire right now as he hits another 17-foot jumper. He is not to be messed with tonight. He's got 18 in the game. When he gets hot like that, boy, he is hard to stop. 56-53, it's been a good game. Penn picked up by Jackson. Trying to get a screen from Claiborne. He'll take the 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Bounces around twice, and that helped Sturdivant, or check that, Kyrie Sutton get the rebound and the putback. UAPB had blocked him out, but they jumped too quickly because the ball hit the rim twice on the rebound, and it messed them up. Broughton a little fadeaway this time, no good from 10 feet out, as that was well defended that time. 1-point lead for UAPB. TSU with the basketball. Here's Penn again. They look for a screen. Danner picked up by Hammond. Shot clock is down to 10. Sutton, boy, that's a moving screen he got away with there. The kick out. Johnson Danner for 3 in the lead. Yes, sir. Right as the shot clock was winding down, Lawrence Johnson Danner regains the lead for TSU. 58-56, 4:08 to go. Here's Mosley. He'll take the 3, will not go, and not the shot that George Ivory wanted, as he's just looking at Marcel Mosley. Could have got that anytime you wanted. Why take that shot there? 3:47 and counting. 2-point lead now. TSU going to be very patient in their offensive set. Big possession here. Momentum shift in the favor of Texas Southern. Here's Penn. The kick out. Johnson Danner for 3 again. No good. Rebound Mosley in transition. And nearly lost. Ball still loose. Hammond in the corner. Lazavian Jackson for the lead. Yes, sir! Lazavian Jackson hits the triple, and the Golden Lions are back on top by 1. 59-58 with 3:15 to play. What a game. Back and forth we go. Left side, Strong. Top of the key to Penn here. Looking for a screen. And a tough pass deflected and stolen. UAPB on the break. Marcel Mosley, wide open 3. Not this time. Boy, you couldn't get more open than that. It just didn't go down, a little bit too strong. 2:45 to go, that would have been massive. 1-point lead for UAPB. Texas Southern with the basketball. 2:35 to go. Here's Penn, the kick out. Omar Strong, he'll rise and fire and miss on that 3. Battle for the basketball, and he gets it back. He'll take another 3, misses again. I told you he misses a lot, he makes a lot, but he missed 2 in a row right there. UAPB will get it back. Up by 1, 2:15 to go. Well, you can feel the tension in the building here as we're getting down to the wire. Hammond, the drive, off the glass, no good. Snatching it out of the air was Hammond. They're going to call a jump ball, alternating possession to Texas Southern. Timeout on the floor. Will step aside with 2:03 remaining in the ball game. UAPB 59, Texas Southern 58. It'll be Tiger basketball when we return. You're listening to Golden Lion Sports on KUAP and UAPB television. Right back in a moment.
I took a trip to Elkhart, Indiana today. Elkhart's a place that has lost jobs faster than anywhere else in America. The people who've lost them have no idea what to do or who to turn to. In fact, local TV stations have started running public service announcements that tell people where to find food banks, even as the food banks don't have enough to meet the demand.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making Home Affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Just 2:03 remaining here. Tim Stubbs courtside from H.O. Clemens Arena. 59-58. 1 point lead for the good guys. Trying to hang on. Hoping to improve to 5-1 in conference play. UAPB by 1 over Texas Southern. TSU with the basketball as we inbound it here. Penn's got it, left side of the floor, looking for a screen from Sturdivant. Right there, Hammond is all over him. My goodness. And they call a timeout as Coach Davis didn't like it and almost got a 5-second call there as I couldn't tell which one was who. They both wear number 14, but Hammond was playing such good defense. He almost looked like Penn there. He was in his jersey. Mentioned Omar Strong hit a bunch of threes early, but he's now 4 of 14 from beyond the arc. I told you he let some fly. He's got 18 in the game, but he has shot 17 times and 14 of those from the three-point line. Texas Southern has made 8 of them. They're 8 of 28. UAPB 3 of 13, not very good there, but the Gold Lions are shooting 45% for the game, 40% for Texas Southern. Shot clock at 10. Here's Penn, goes up in the lane. His shot's blocked. Sturdivant gets it back. Let's see, we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on UAPB, it looks like. We're going to get Haynes with the foul. So we had a block and then a foul, and so Sturdivant will go to the line here for, he missed his last 2 shots. Trying to tie or take the lead here on this trip. 1:32 to play. And nothing but net as Fred Sturdivant calmly knocks in the first one, ties the game at 59. One more coming up. And he connects on both. 1 point lead for Texas Southern. 90 seconds left. Here is Hammond. Out of Haynes. Back to Haynes, got a smaller man on him. Davon Haynes is fouled, and he's going to go to the line as they tried to double down on him, but Haynes had the smaller Gibbs on him. Gibbs just 6 feet tall, Haynes at 6'8". Mismatch all day. That foul was on Gibbs. That is his 4th. Team foul number 7, but he'll shoot 2 as he was in the act of shooting. Big free throws here for Davon Haynes. Missed the first. One more coming up. Need this one to tie it. And he missed both of them. My goodness. Those are crucial. So now Texas Southern with a little momentum, leading by 1 with the basketball as we approach 1 minute to play. Top of the key, Penn gets a screen. Now Johnson Danner back to Sturdivant. He wants to take it, nearly stolen by Hammond. 10 on the shot clock. Penn will take the 3, will not go. Lazavian Jackson up high for the rebound. Could have been a foul called. The UAPB will play on. 40 seconds left. Kennedy on the floor in the lane. Hammond, he'll take the 3 for the lead. Yes, sir! Hammond gives UAPB the lead with a triple, top of the key. 30 seconds left, UAPB leads 62-60, and another thrilling finish is coming your way. Nice pass, Claiborne gets his man in the air, misses the shot, rebound Broughton. Daniel Broughton with a huge rebound. And now let's see a foul called, I believe, on Texas Southern with 14 seconds left. How about Tevin Hammond, folks? Hits a clutch 3 to give UAPB the lead. Mike Davis screaming, I don't know if the officials or his own team, but nevertheless, 14 seconds left. UAPB is going to inbound it up 2, and surely there's going to be a foul coming up here. They're going to have to hit their free throws. Kennedy to Haynes, and Kennedy will be fouled. He goes to the line. Big free throws coming up for TK. So Tevin Hammond is the man of the hour now as he hits that clutch 3. Doesn't take a whole lot of them, but they left him open, and he made them pay for it. That was just his second one taken tonight, his first field goal of the night, believe it or not. He's got 4 steals and 5 assists also. Kennedy with some huge free throws here. UAPB leads 62-60 with 12 seconds left. This could make it a 2-possession game, but at least make one of them. This is a 1-and-1, by the way, so this is a huge first free throw coming up. Kennedy calmly knocks it in. Big shot. Senior leader out of Jackson, Mississippi. One more coming up for Kennedy. And he knocks in both of them, and it's a 4-point game, 2 possession. That should almost do it. Timeout called, though, as Mike Davis wants to talk it over with his ball club with just 7.8 seconds left. UAPB leads by 4. But the man of the hour, big man on campus, Tevin Hammond, hits a clutch 3. UAPB was down 1. He knocked it in with 30 seconds left, gives UAPB a 2-point lead, and now they're lead by 4 with 7.8 seconds left. .64-60. Now let's see. Set to inbound it. TSU's taking a long time out of their timeout here. The officials having to step in and break them up. They're going to try to inbound it. Not sure what the holdup here is, but George Ivory's over here at the scores table with the officials, going to make sure everything's legit. They're talking it over. And George Ivory sporting some new specs these days, looking good in glasses over there. Now let's see what we got. They're going to inbound it. It's going to be Penn on the inbound with just 7.8 seconds left for TSU. They're down 4. Inbound, he'll pull the trigger. Quick 3, and he hits. My goodness, that changes everything. Are you kidding me? Penn on the inbound gets it right back and hits about a 25-footer, and I'm telling you, nothing but net. Now with 4.9 seconds left, UAPB's lead is down to 1. Of course, that's what you're thinking, right? Me too. You knew it wasn't going to be that easy. So now they're going to have to inbound it. Try not to let TSU steal the basketball. and you're going to have to hit free throws again. So it's not over yet. A clutch 3 there from the transfer from Oklahoma State. So Jackson's going to inbound it. Let's see who they're going to try to give it to. Trying to get it to Kennedy. It's going to be Broughton, and he's fouled instantly with 3.9 seconds left. And if you're TSU, you'll take that. We'll see if Daniel can step up and knock these free throws down.
Foul number 14.
Big shots here for Daniel Broughton.
That will be his third foul.
The junior from Watson Chapel.
And in for the Tigers, number 11, Lawrence Johnson Dennis.
And some substitutions going on here, but this is a big free throws here, and I believe it may just be a 1-and-1 again. It is. That's just a 9th team foul, so even bigger. So first shot coming up here for Daniel Broughton. This is huge. And he knocks it in. That's big. Good job, Daniel. One more coming up. If he hits this, it'll be a 3-point game with 3.9 to go. So here we go. Yes, sir. Knocked them both in. A 3-point game. How about that? Broughton. He's got 20 in the game now with 2 clutch free throws. 66-63. Here's Omar Strong from half court to tie it up. No good, and UAPB wins it. The Golden Lions survive a late push there by Texas Southern in a great ball game tonight. The women's game was a good one as well. 65-61, TSU won the women's game. The Golden Lions win almost by the same score, 66-63. A 3-point narrow win for UAPB. I figured it was going to be like this. It's always a grudge match between these two. As we try to finish things up here. Trying to get back on the radio 1 second here before I close things down, as I've had all kinds of problems radio-wise, but UAPB gets the win nevertheless, 66-63. So I'm going to wait here for just a moment as I try to get back on the radio and finish off this broadcast, but the Golden Lions will try it now here. Let's see. Let's see if we're back on as the pep band will have the alma mater. Now we're back on the air here. I apologize for that. Tim Stubbs courtside as we wrap things up. UAPB wins it 66-63. Omar Strong's half-court heave to tie it was no good. Daniel Broughton hit 2 big free throws to make it a 3-point ball game with 3 seconds left, and then Strong missed a half-court shot trying to send it to overtime, and UAPB wins it 66-63 over Texas Southern. Well, for our crew here tonight, Devin Killingsworth-Wells, Archie Howard, Spence Braddix, Lakita Goins, and Brandon Miner. Of course, Randy Kelly doing double duty tonight with the switching as well as the graphics. Great job tonight, Randy. And back in the KUAP studio, Finley Hill. I'm Tim Stubbs saying so long courtside here from H.O. Clemens Arena. It was a good one. UAPB wins it. They improved to 5-1 in conference play with a 66-63 victory over Texas Southern. Go Lions, and good night.